welcome to my channel. I am currently Shay. You can call me Mimi's Magic View. Mimi, I go by a couple of names, but it's actually just Shay. Just to keep it simple. Now, I haven't recorded a video in a very long time, so I'm very excited to come across you guys. It's been a year or some change since this happened. We had the end of the world, as I call it, strike us in the United States, and it kind of put a bubble on people. It kind of made them better, kind of made them worse. And I'm into a little bit of the conspiracy theories and things like that. So it was very interesting for me to come across an article on Facebook that said some woman in Wuhan, China was eating bat soup, and we had this coronavirus. They had everything laid out for you in this article. I read it. It didn't really stick with me at that point, but then when New Year's came, and a couple of days after the New Year's party I had went to, I got very sick, like it was down for 2 weeks. Then my boss got sick. Then his wife got sick. His son got sick. Everyone was sick. Like every time you turned around, it was like the flu-like symptoms. I was down for 2 weeks too, drinking hot toddies and things like that because I'm pretty old school with ginger teas. I don't know if you came to my channel before, but I'm pretty holistic. I like to do like all the natural remedies. So I was like getting my behind kicked with this virus or whatever it was. I concluded that I probably had the COVID way back before it was announced in the United States when the shutdown happened. It was right after my mom's birthday, right after we went out for her birthday at Cheesecake Factory. Little did we know that was the last time we were going to be going out to lunch for some months. March came, week before my birthday, and boom, everything shut down. Schools are closed. We're doing at home. I didn't know how to do at home. We didn't know how to do any of these stuff before. We became a very mature nation after this. So shout out to all lost loved ones that people have lost during this time. I feel extremely sad for them because this came out of nowhere and nobody knew what was going on. So before COVID, I used to love to get my nails done, and I used to love to go to the nail salon. Now, not so much, for obvious reasons, for safety and things like that. So I have become one of my favorite new tools right now is my press-on nails. They have been like a staple for about 6-7 months at this point, because here we are in the middle of October. So with that being said, ladies, if you are sitting there, you want to save some money, get the Kiss Jelly Fantasy Nail. This is the packaging. This is the ones that I literally love. They only have a couple of the Jelly Fantasy that I came across. I'm not really an online shopper right now. It's not really trusting anything, but just like I'll go, in a Rite Aid, or you can get them at Walgreens. You can get them at a couple places, but the best place to get them at Walgreens, Rite Aid, things like that. CVS has them too. They have them, so that's just one of my things. They're very thick. They're like the gel nails. They have the little rhinestones on them for you and everything. So with that being said, that just helps just keep you cute, pretty, and everything else without being stressed out about it. Another one of my favorite things here is this Dove, the Morning Blossom. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. The Morning Blossom body wash. If you have not gotten this, please purchase it. It's right at Walmart for like $5.97. It's like one of the best like scents that they have. It really does uplift you in the morning. I'm a morning shower girl, not a nighttime shower girl. Maybe do both sometimes if it's super hot. But typically in the wintertime, I like to take my showers in the morning because I have a girl has some strong underarms. So just to combat all of that, I use this. One of my another favorite thing that I like, Dove had came out with the Invisible Care Advanced. It just doesn't even get on anything black, and I like to wear a lot of black. This antiperspirant's really cute. I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. This deodorant's very nice. Also, I've been getting into like natural, a little bit of the natural tooth care. We have the neem herbal toothpaste. This is something I really love too. It has a lot of stuff in it that I also love. It has neem oil, black seed, aloe vera, turmeric, tulsi, and ginger. It helps just keep everything cool, everything white and bright, and just feeling fresh without that like fluoride kind of feel to it. I'm not into fluoride like that, but I do have a couple of fluoride toothpastes. I can't even lie. Yeah, because we grew up on this kind of stuff, so it can't be too harmful. But you always just try to change and stuff. Another thing that Secret has came out with is they came out with the essential oils deodorant. Um, it's okay. I like it though. I'm not a coconut girl. But it smells good. It lasts a little bit. It's something else that I use in between my stuff when I want to switch around a little bit. So I have this, and then for my body sprays, of course, it's Bath and Body Works. We love the Velvet Sugar. They have a couple of them. I just love this. So good. It's an old school scent now, ladies. This scent hasn't been out in a couple of years. I usually get this at like any of your like type of if you come across a farmer's market. We have a couple of them in New Jersey. We have a place called Cowtown where it's like you can get everything you want. And there's this lady that's a vendor. She sells like all the Bath and Body Works official stuff. She has like every flavor ever, like every scent that you want and that you're looking for. She has it. She has it in either she has the body spray. She usually has the lotion. She has the body wash. Sometimes she has them all. Sometimes she just has one. Because some of these flavors, they sell out. I'm telling you. Because, us girls, we have our favorites. Another thing that I also take, y'all remember I'm the natural girl, so we have the Spirulina. This is from a really cute store called Sprouts. It's like a off-brand, under-brand. No, it's not an off-brand store. Because the store is like the Aldi's of Whole Foods. It's a natural food store, but it's like cheaper. The people there are really nice. Even though I love Whole Foods, but with the COVID, you gotta stand outside in those long lines and stuff. Everything has changed since the end of the world happened. That's my key word for it. Because it's like everything's just like going, just, every time you turn around. It's all these new rules for stuff, and it's always something going on. But those are just a couple of my favorite products that I've been using. And I just wanted to check in with you guys because I have a couple thoughts, a couple things I wanted to do. With my son going to the school from at home, he's in the fourth grade, thank goodness, so he can kind of maneuver things. I refuse to use the school laptop. It's Google, and I know it's already like loaded with all their school stuff and everything, but I have a MacBook, and that's just a way better machinery than the Google whatever they give you. It's easier for my son to use. He's been using it prior to the pandemic, so it was easy for him to use as well. And we haven't had any problems. And another key thing about being at home, you gotta have that Wi-Fi. The best Wi-Fi that I think exists right now is Fios. Shout out to Xfinity, but Fios right now is killing it with the Wi-Fi. So where I'm at, we have Fios, and Fios is really clear, like to the point where I can hear the disturbances from other students. They're coming in, it's not clear. You hear like the interference, like these is that you? He's like, no, it's my classmates. I know they have like the light Wi-Fi that's not really getting it nowhere. The school reached out to me and said, hey, did you wanna put your kid back in school? I'm like, heck no, I'm so afraid to put my kid back in school. My daughter lives in Alabama. She's been back to school since August, and they have already forced them to just go back to school no matter what. It's the South for you. She lives in Alabama, so that's very scary. But we'll see what happens in the future. She's a tough cookie. She's in the 8th grade. So again, it's like I have older kids dealing with this. Anybody that has younger kids, it's tough and it sucks. But like, yeah, I've been eating out a lot because of the COVID. Yeah, I cook and stuff. But my favorite thing to do is just honestly, it's just like go to Pat's and get some wings, go to Pat's and get chicken Alfredo, go to Pat's and get pizza. Been going to Pat's forever. Yes, I have gone to my local Chinese shop to get me some Chinese food. I'm sorry, I love it. I just haven't been to the nail shop because I just don't want to sit there with fumes. I already can't breathe. Like I already have asthma and I can't breathe as it is. So putting a face mask on and then sitting there for like the 45 minutes while they do my nails when I be pressing them on for $10, I can't cause myself to pay $60 and stuff for the same thing that they all pop off, they all come off, they all do the same thing. Like the reason how I keep my nails on is that you have to follow them down, do the little 5-step process. There was this girl I looked up on YouTube. She kept her nails on for like what, give or take 2 weeks. Here it says like 7-day wear. I don't know if you can see it, but it says 7-day wear. So I mean, I stretch it. It stays on as long as you get the acetone. Make sure there's no oils on your nail bed. Make sure you push your cuticle back. Make sure you buff it out a little bit. Make sure everything just lines up and you got the sizing right. These babies are staying on. And they look cute and I get compliments. They're like, girl, where you get your nails done at? I'm like, girl, I did it myself. They are press-ons. And they'd be like, what? I'll be like, yes, $10 right at the Rite Aid, right at your Walgreens, like CVS. So I live near Rite Aid. They have them all, and I got pretty much every pack that there is to get. Even the ones that are like really thin and annoying, but they're really cute. They're so annoying though. So thin because I'm a little rough around the edges. But I say all that to say, I just hope that you guys tune in because I will be uploading some more videos about just random information and things like that. Background's gonna be a little bit better right now. I just got the sun beaming into my room, so it just looks like But with everything going on with the COVID, it's a good time for entrepreneurs. It's a good time for people that are writers. It's a good time for people that can have that creative bubble to get back into it. I used to be a really good artist. I used to draw really a lot. I like to paint. I like to do, my favorite thing to do right now, my artistry kind of field is I like to do hair. Um, that's one of my things. I just do my own styles and stuff like that just to keep me going. So, doing all of those things, I don't know. It's like it all matches up for this pandemic because this pandemic is just like taking us out. You feel me? It's taking us out. It's not getting any better. It seems like it's getting worse. And then with all this political stuff going on, I saw the debate. I'm just sitting there like, okay, I've been an active voter. I've been a registered voter since I was 16 years old. I'm currently 32 right now. And always been in the political scene. Politics always had a slight interest. I always had an interest in it because I always like to know what's going on and where we're headed. And ever since the Gore, the McCain days, back with the Bush days, I've been around. So it's not my first presidential election, definitely not going to be my last. But this presidential election looks like it's hitting home for most people. We got a lot of things happening with the Black Lives Matter. We have a lot of things happening with women. I am really focused on all the women in other countries that are getting sexually abused, raped, and killed. It's a lot of that happening in other countries, and they don't really put enough effort or not. They don't put enough news coverage on for it. I have to search and look for these articles online, and I find that to be very alarming. And nobody really adds on to that. So I know this video is kind of getting kind of lengthy, but like I said, I haven't been on here for a little bit, and I'm very excited to do so. I also have a business that I want to start up. It is like basically a passion party business, and to empower women. We will be getting into it. Orgasms are great, so hopefully people can help me out with that. I have a high school friend. She's great. She's been doing this business for a couple of years. She had a couple of hardships herself and pretty much convinced me that I can do it. She went from the restaurant industry from doing this, bought her own house, currently lives there with her and I think it's her boyfriend and her little baby girl and her son and stuff like that. Hopefully he's about to propose. We've been looking at him like, when are you proposing? But anyway, it's not my business. But you know how it is. You're friends with people on Facebook. You feel like you're friends with them in real life, especially when you really know them. All the people I know on Facebook, I only have about like 300 friends, but I know every single last one of them. Like I really do, and that just keeps my privacy and my my sanity and just my sanity pretty solid. I've been eating a lot of lasagna, a lot of pasta, and I've been doing the best I can. Now, with that being said, my next video that I'm going to upload probably be more about nails, more about tooth care, because what can you do, you know what I mean? What can you do? Like I said, I have a little bit of a insecurity with my crooked teeth, but at this point we're getting over it because, whoa, we had COVID. We had people dying from gunshot wounds, marches. We had a lot of that kind of stuff going on this year, and I've been a part of a lot of it, and it's been eye-opening. I moved from Illinois. I'm back over here on the East Coast, thank goodness. Currently living in New Jersey, and life couldn't be any better. A couple of deaths came, a couple of deaths went. The last time I had uploaded my video, my dad was alive. Now he isn't. Rest in peace. And it's just me, my mom, and my brother on my family. So it's just us. And it's time for me to just go ahead and just put myself out there. I think it's been long enough. I went to online school for accounting, but ever since the COVID happened, everything's been on like pause. And I was going to school online, which was very interesting. I didn't think I was going to have the chops to do it, but it was actually way easier than I thought it was. But hey, we'll see what the future holds. So, signing off. Peace, love, and light. I'll see you guys later.